Hello and welcome back to Lady and the Frogs. So today I have a menswear clothing haul of stuff that I am processing to list on eBay on my business account. I'm probably insane. I should just embrace my private account. But no, this is all stuff that I have bought to resell. So be it. It's going on my business account. So this should just be menswear because normally when I try and do everything all in one go, I make it a bit of an ordeal. So I can't believe the floor is like really dirty where I want to take photos. But it's because I've just done a whole load of packing up this morning and cutting boxes to size, which seems to have just put loads of tuts on the floor. So yeah, I'm going to just do the menswear because that's one mannequin that's out rather than two, and then I know where I am and it's more manageable. So this thing that I have here is Marks and Spencer's. I've had a few problems with the Marks and Spencer stuff that I have sold recently, in that it's, people have complained and sent things back and returned stuff, and send things back is returning, so that's sound like somebody on an advert trying to make a point with the same point. But anyway, this is merino wool. I've just sold a very similar one of these, which was 100% cashmere, and it actually went for the 50 quid region, obviously because it was cashmere, but it was exactly the same style with the quarter zip. So that's why I've got that, because that would be a really easy list for me to do. Just change it to merino wool. God, my hair is everywhere. This has already got a few dog hairs on it anyway. I don't normally pick up Marks and Spencer's, but obviously the cashmere stuff, some of the cashmere stuff is really good, and I want to see where that goes. That should be an easy 25. That was £4. I'm like... I have to think what the prices are. I bought this. There was two of these, but I didn't get both of them. I just got one of them because I'm just a bit not quite sure if it's worth picking up Fred Perry. And the other one, it didn't look as good as this. This looks like I'm going to have to wash it. It has got marks on the back. Probably from being in my storage, I've had a load of stuff that's just been sat in there for ages. Yeah, I think that's just dust that is picked up from my dumb environment. And this is why I'm annoyed with myself, because I've been off ill. I've just piled stuff up, and I have bought one or two things when I've seen them and then not dealt with them. So the pile has got massive, overflowing 2 boxes. That which you see there is the rest of it. I've just gone through it and pulled out the menswear because I thought how best to deal with this. Let's take the menswear out first. So I haven't looked into what this is going for, but hopefully that should be fairly decent, because it's a fairly decent sized coat. Probably 44 inches. So technically 2XL. Happy with that. I don't know how much it is. I know I paid £4 for that as well. Dare I say that I could maybe get 50? I don't know. I really don't know. I've got this, which is a Reese work shirt, so heavyweight cotton. I'm going to rethink where I've got my stand. Right, so let's move over here slightly. The light is washing out. So yeah, now you can see that it is actually green. I think, no, that is black, but it looks a bit navy. Or is it navy? Me and navy are terrible. the amount of navy things that I put on as black, and the other way round. God, I think that's dark navy. Probably best to just go with dark navy. Yeah, so this is army green. I like Reese. I never fail to sell Reese. So hopefully I can get the 30 mark, maybe 25 for that. There just seems to be a lot of bits on the floor, which I'm putting on these clothes. So, the only other menswear that I have, this is going to be a really short video, because the only other menswear I have are these t-shirts. That's a lie. I haven't done the rest of my spreadsheet. I better go and grab, because I know I've got some other bits over there. I knew this didn't look quite right, so I've got bits outstanding from the beginning of the week. Yeah, this is more like it. Knew something wasn't quite right there. So yeah, I have got some extra bits. Oh, and these I can actually tell you the truth about what I've paid for them. So this is Norse Projects, £3. Really cool t-shirt. That should definitely be an easy 30 quid, because Norse Project normally goes for a really decent wedge. It looks a bit funny, that label. It must be, I'm sure it's genuine. It feels really good quality. Yeah, that's genuine. So that's the care label, so that is genuine. A boring picture on it, mind. That's all it's got on it. And, you know, like a label tag on the back. But happy with that for £3. Then I've picked this up, which I did do a Google lens on this before buying it, because I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this, but I knew that was Barcelona. Well, obviously it's Barcelona because it's got that on it, and the colour tells me it's Barcelona. So I checked that one out, 25 to 30. Some people are trying to get 60. Obviously they haven't got it. So £3. Happy with that. Then I've got a cool shirt. So this is Joe Brown's, £3 again. And it's been ages since I've got a really funky print on Joe Brown's, but Day of the Dead Skulls. Happy with that. Shame it's only a smaller size. It says large, but it looks more medium. But again, it doesn't feel very washed out, which is a pleasant surprise when it comes to some of the things that you buy. Hopefully, yeah, realistically 25. I've had some like 2XLs on the Joe Browns, stuff like that. That goes for around the 30 region, but that is going to be 20 to 25. I've bought this, not quite sure. It's a Run and Fly. I'm sure that they are better in regards to shoes, but we will give this a go. This smells like it needs a wash. Yeah, that would be the case. So this is oh, it smells proper. Right, so Safari Animals. The least said about that, the best. The least waving around I can do with that. This is 2XL, which I don't believe. Maybe it was 2XL, and then that sweat has shrunk it right down. Then I've got these. A bit reluctant with that. Again, £3. I tell you guys, you need to get to cancer research because the prices have gone down again. That's just in the know knowledge. So these are swim shorts. They are only super dry, and you know there's nothing much to them, but I always think that the super dry is actually quite good quality, and that they do have some, like, you know, chunky zip.
They're fairly easy to sell. I'll only get around, you know, 15 to 20 for them, but then I just thought, well, blow it, it's only £3. Let's just go for it. So I think the previous ones I've got were quite cool and interesting. The only other pair of shorts that I've got which are slightly cool and interesting are these ones, but again, these will only sell for around the 20 region, because I was umming and ahhing about these and I left these, and then the next day they were still in the shop, so I thought, oh, blow it, let's have these. I was wondering whether there's actually a colour issue there, but there isn't. So they've got palm trees on, so they're great for holidays. I probably wouldn't pick them up any other time of the year. 34 waist, which is reasonable enough. These are fat face, so nothing like grand. But you see, saying that, I've had some Mambo shorts on for over a year and they haven't sold. Well, they did sell once, but then because of all this stupidity with packaging and the rest of it, they went to Greece and they would not let them out of customs because apparently I hadn't paid the packaging license fee. So came back, had to refund in full, and that time I'd sold them for like 60 quid, and then I just haven't been able to get a sale on them, and I've sold them for 30 quid. I probably should have waited again going into the season, because men only buy stuff seasonally. Women will buy stuff out of season, but you know, that's why I've got them. If it was November, even though people do winter sun, I probably wouldn't have picked those shorts up. But I like a nice loud t-shirt. It's just a shame that there's not a nice pair of loud shorts. And I like a loud t-shirt too, but it's hard enough to find these things. Bearing in mind, all of this stuff which I'm showing you now is the only menswear goods that I have picked up in the last 2 months, because this stuff has been sourced from March and April, and I was ill at the beginning of March, so they've literally just sat in a pile in the other room and I haven't done anything with them. Then we have this t-shirt here. I'm trying to get rid of a pigeon. Why the pigeon thinks that it's allowed here, I do not know. We've put signage up saying no pigeons, so don't read it. This really cool tiger. I can never pronounce this, but it's Helga-Betty. I would sell these quite easily. For a decent one, I've got around the 30 region, but the basic ones, I've just sold a basic one in the last 6 months, which was really tough embroidery, and I only sold that for 20. But this one I should hope I can get 25 to 30 for, because obviously it is really cool and it's embroidered as well, you see. I only know about these because I go around, you know, the designer shops. What's it called? It's called TShirts or something like that. I go around those shops and see what they're stocking, and they stock things like Norse Projects and a Leslie's Helga-Betty or whatever it is. So I know that is like a 50 to 60 quid t-shirt now, hence why it's now in my pile. Again, I've paid £3 for that, I think, but that was the beginning of March. The prices have gone back down to 3. This, I am assuming, is menswear, but you know, I've been like up and down. So I've got these here. I've got 2 Arquette t-shirts, and if it wasn't for the fact that this one was new with tags and I was able to put the code in, I would have assumed that was menswear, but for the fact that it was slightly cropped, I was like, is it menswear, is it women's wear? So I have been able to check that. So I've got 2 women's wear Arquette there. I don't think that women's wear Arquette sells as well as menswear Arquette. So I have this Rab t-shirt, which is it says UK small, but you see again, that one says UK medium, but it's women's wear, so it may be that this is women's wear. but it may be that it's menswear. It's really hard to tell when you're around like t-shirts all day long and clothes, and you see the sizes that some things are. It's hard to tell what is men's and women's sometimes. But I've put that with the men's. We'll see how it goes on the mannequin, because my mannequin is an XL, and it looks really, really stupid when I put like something on like that. The muscle fit t-shirts look so stupid. They really do. I've picked this up. I'm very, very reluctant with my Nike pickups. In fact, Nike is something I don't pick up generally. She says, having just shown you that Nike t-shirt, but obviously that one was a football related one. This one is a Nike Jordan, so it's genuine, and the last time I had one of this Paris, let's show you the right way. So last time I had one of these, which I do know what it is, but I'll look it up because I'm just a bit hopeless. I find it a lot easier that once I've taken my eBay photos and I've and I've got a mannequin photo, I find that the easiest point to do my Google image searches, because they normally come up a lot better than just a random picture. But anyway, last time I had one of these, it sold really fast for 30 quid. It probably wasn't really fast at all, but for me, if something sells within a year, it feels fast. And then I have 2 more t-shirts here, which I don't expect these to go very fast, but it is the summer months. These I expect to get 15 to 24. So they are both Pretty Green. Pretty Green isn't as popular as it used to be. The last 2 Pretty Green t-shirts I've got just had a basic logo on, and I sold them for like $12.99, I think, both of them. And they were small sizes as well. These are both, well, that one's medium. I mean, I'm hoping for better things for that, because it's quite interesting in a way. And that one's actually XL. Yeah, if you believe that. There's so many brands, and I think this is it. A lot of people, they are complaining about eBay, but it's changed, hasn't it? What sells has changed. A lot of brands that used to be good are not what they used to be. People say something on social media, and then people's opinion just completely changes on them, and it's like the smallest things like that will change somebody's opinion on a brand. Or if something like Richie Sunak turns up wearing Sambas, people's opinions change. And it changes within a heartbeat. And in the previous video that I had, I said I wouldn't be picking up women's wear, fat face or white stuff anymore, and it just doesn't sell. And because I'm in a unique position of working in a charity shop, I can see brands which I would have picked up 2 or 3 years ago, and I see those brands in the charity shop, and they are not creamed off, even though they're priced at like £2 or £3. They're not being sold because people aren't that bothered about them. There's a really nice Bowden blouse that has been in the shop for 3 weeks, and it's £3. I've seen some white stuff. I've seen White Company, Hobbs. I've seen a lot of things like that, which have just sat week on, week out. And it always surprises me when I do a cull, because you'd expect it to be like Primark, a Pep & Co and Boohoo and all of them, but it isn't necessarily just those things that end up on a cull into the rag bag that have been sat on the shop floor for ages. And that's the thing. People are moaning that things aren't selling on eBay, but it's probably because your finger isn't on the pulse like it should be. I mean, hand on my heart, I don't I knew so little about fashion. So I'm not the person to be saying this, but you can be picking up a lot of stuff that will not sell, and it probably is your own fault for not checking. Yeah, these are not a new pickup, these things here. So I do have another pair of shorts. I'm not sure if I've showed these, but they're Religion. I have 2 pairs of Religion shorts. This one has a bleach mark on it. I think I've only paid 2 for it. No, I think I have paid 3. But it has a bleach mark on it there, and I need to deal with that. I have a black fabric pen, which I just want to sort of gently fill it in and then put it through the wash. But I haven't done that, obviously. So let's not talk about that. So that's on my to-do list. And then the last thing I have, which are good old faithful things, are some denim jeans. These are both Levi's. I am quite picky with Levi's. I do leave stuff a lot, but these are decent sizes. So that's why I've got these. Because I've just been in the process of like getting rid of my Levi's skinnies, because I looked at what I'd sold. Because I did on my Excel spreadsheet, when I looked at how much I had there, I realised that the stuff that I was stuck with was like really titchy, like size 6, size 8, you know, the equivalent of a waist 26. Those were things that I was stuck with, and skinny style. So it was needed a tiny waist, it needed a skinny leg. They'd been there for ages. I've still got stuff which, you know, I've discounted it right down to like the £15 mark. It's a saturated market, you see, as well. So I'm hoping that somebody comes along. I've had 2 people come along, and I've just accepted their cheap offers, their low offers of like £8-10 for them. So I'm glad to see the back of them. But again, style, you know, fashion changes, and that's the thing. But some things, you know, they are staples. So these are staples. I think these are 551, but they are, I think, they may be unisex. I have a little cheat sheet which tells me whether they are or not, but waist 34 you can't go wrong with. These I nearly didn't pick up because they don't look great. I have laundered these because they needed laundering. They needed laundering before I went near them, but they're massive. So I think they're waist 44. I thought there was a bit of shrinkage there, but it's just the way the waist on them. The cut of it is so big that it interferes with the back. Yeah, what are they? Waist 44. So it's on the bottom tag. Most people know this, but it's on the bottom tag. So it's 44 by 32. So that is a really good little or big purchase. Obviously you have to check the crotch is okay, and these ones, yeah, they're pretty good. They're supposed to look faded like that, but yeah, they needed a wash because they were absolutely minging. So hopefully 30 quid on both of them. These are 501s as well, which, let's face it, when you find the Levi's, they're never 501s, and I have to wait for the big person to come along, but when they arrive, they will pay the £30. And that's everything I've got menswear wise, and that's where I'm calling it a day with this video, because I need to get ironing these and photographing them. I want to say I'm going to photograph tomorrow morning, but that's not happening because I'm very early into work. So unless I actually like get myself out of bed and motivate myself, which I won't do, because I know, you know, every morning I think I'm going to do something practical early doors, and I don't. I have been getting up and painting my balcony, but now that I've painted my balcony, I don't have a reason to get up and, you know, I need to nip that in the bud. Anyway, that's everything that I've got this menswear wise. I will be back with another haul with all of this women's wear, because even though I've taken all of that out, it's still a mass of stuff which needs dealing with as soon as possible. I'm annoyed with myself because I've got wool and I've got a coat. So these things would have been really nice to be able to get on in March. But you know, if you look out of the window, and anybody that's going on a camping holiday is probably not going to be too chuffed anyway with being on a camping holiday, so they may well need this anorak. Anyway, I will love you and leave you. Thank you for watching, and goodbye from me, goodbye from the boys, a goodbye from Siobhan, and I will be back again soon with more of this shebang. If that's your shebang, please like, subscribe, follow for more, yeah, and just generally kiss Siobhan's toes. Oh no, yeah, don't, thanks. Okay, goodbye. I will be back again soon.